In today's video, I'm excited to introduce a new company to the channel, OMS Energy Technologies. This company is on the NASDAQ under OMSE. The first thing that sticks out to me is that the stock actually rebounded into the close in the last 2 hours because this is not what the broader market did today or the average energy stock. If we look here, the S&P sold off all day. We look to a shorter time frame, like a 15-minute chart. Gap up, sell it down, sell it down, sell it down. There was no relief. We closed at the low of the day. This is not what OMSE did. It rallied from 2 o'clock all the way into the close. The S&P has not had a one-day sell-off either. We can see that in the roughly the last week or two. It's been non-stop selling. So if bad news can take this company down, what could good news do? OMSE. Well, it could probably make it go higher. The other reason why this is notable is because if we look to the energy stock, XLE, which is the ETF for energy, the same thing happened here, closing at the low of the day. There was no relief. Sell it off all day, closed at the low. So OMSE, something unusual is happening here. It rallied into the end of the day, maintaining daily higher lows and actually looking pretty good here. We can note that there's been a massive move, a back test to the 50, and a push off. The saying we always use on this channel is that volume generally precedes price. Well, that's exactly what happened here. We can see the stock actually went quite a bit higher, back tested the previous close and the 50 MA, and we found buyers exactly where we expect them. This company is curious because when I read what they do, and we'll go through their deck in a moment, it's hitting a lot of the key things we're hearing in the news right now. OMS Energy Technologies is a holding company which engages in the manufacture of surface wellheads, systems, and oil tubular goods for the oil and gas industry. The firm offers specialty connectors and pipes, surface wellheads, and Christmas tree, threading services, and other ancillary services, including repair of drilling tools, tubular goods, and accessories. It operates through the following geographic segments: Saudi Arabia, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, and others. The company was founded in 1972 and is headquartered in Singapore. Well, Saudi Arabia, that sounds familiar. Yeah, it does. Saudi Arabia has signed $30 billion worth of energy deals with the US. Well, that's a pretty big headline. It is. And that's the first geo that they list, even though they're headquartered over in Singapore. So I'm not sure if there's anything related to the company and the Saudi news that we saw, but it's sure acting like there is. It's acting like there's going to be something that's going to come. So with that out of the way and the chart looking pretty good, what could not only make it go higher the first time, but make it sustain a move higher? Now we're going to look at some news because going back to the 7th, let me just see what we have here. So we got November 7th, we got October 29th, and we got October 13th. So if now we look back to the chart here, October 21st, yes. So all this news came out and then the chart went higher. The 7th, we got October 29th, and we got October 13th. So this is what drove the stock higher. If we understand what drove it, maybe we can understand why it could keep going. The first one here from October 13th tells us that OMS Energy Technologies expands international footprint, installs Pakistan's first intelligent wellhead system. So the market appeared to like this. And Pakistan is another area where there's a lot of interest right now. So they've installed their first service level wellhead, or SWS, and oil country tubular goods for the oil and gas industry. Today announced that it has successfully supplied and installed the critical wellhead section of Pakistan's first smart intelligent wellhead system for MOL Pakistan, and fully owned subsidiary of MOL Group, which is on the OTC under MGYOY. This marks OMS's entry into Pakistan's opportunity-rich oil and gas sector, a significant milestone in the company's international expansion. As we know, there's a lot of places that produce oil, and we're going to need all of the energy that we have on the entire planet for this AI demand. It is insatiable. This is something that I saw in Bloomberg Business Week, or Wall Street Week, which was from this weekend. And this shows how much energy we need to actually get. Coal and gas versus renewables. Between today and 2035, we need everything. We need coal, we need gas, we need petroleum, and we need renewables. We need all of it because this AI demand is literally insatiable. And that's part of what they were negotiating yesterday, right? They were negotiating energy deals, critical minerals, but also AI. So is this what's happening here? The world is realizing that we need oil more than we thought, and Pakistan has a lot of oil. If we look to the next article here, this is from the 29th, and it tells us that OMS Energy Technologies Inc's technical service partner contract with a major Thai oil and gas operator. So it looks like they're working in quite a few different areas. And this is interesting because over in Asia, there's a lot of demand right now. So OMSE, again, one more time, that's OMS Energy Technologies under OMSE on the NASDAQ. And they're looking to expand to another market. So they've now a growth-oriented manufacturer surface wellhead systems and oil country tubular goods for the oil and gas industry, and its wholly owned subsidiary, OMS Oilfield Services Thailand, today announced an expansion of the company's long-standing partnership with one of Thailand's foremost oil and gas operators. OMS Thailand has been awarded a technical service partner contract covering technical consultancy, gauging management and hardware services, demonstrating the operator's deep confidence in OMS's Thailand technical proficiency, operational rigor, and engineering expertise. That's what oil goes inside, oil and gas. So it looks like they are going into more than one area. They have a lot of news. And if we look here to the Mr. How Meng Hock, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, chairman and CEO of OMS, he commented and told us that we're proud to expand our collaboration with a respected major player in Thailand's oil and gas industry, deepening our presence in this fast-growing region. Our Thailand operations exemplify a culture of precision, innovation, and reliability. And our partners' recognition stands as a powerful endorsement of the value OMS brings to the industry. By continually evaluating our technical expertise and service standards, we empower our customers to operate more efficiently and safely while driving the company's sustainable growth. That's nice. Let's move on to the next one here. OMS Energy Initiatives AI plus robotics research and development to enter the lucrative pipeline oil inspection and maintenance markets. This is probably the most interesting one. And the reason why is because it has the word AI in it. So again, one more time, Saudi Arabia is going to sign a $30 billion energy deal with the US, but they're also signing deals on a lot of other things. Aramco is a really big oil firm. So I'm really curious who they actually work with over in Saudi Arabia, because it looks like they're working with the largest companies in the respective countries. This is now from Singapore. We talked about what the company does. They're undergoing a profound transformation. While renewable energy is becoming a standard component of countries' efforts to address climate change, conventional fossil fuels are also experiencing steady growth, thanks to continuous innovation in exploration and production technologies. In particular, the continuous deployment of AI and robotics is significantly improving cost controls, operational efficiency, and safety in traditional oil field engineering services. As we all know, most oil field projects around the world are located in remote locations and face the challenges of harsh geographical environments and extreme climates. In particular, areas such as underground oil drilling and production, pipeline inspection, and maintenance always requires highly precise construction and operational deployment. However, under current traditional engineering practices, oil field engineering and daily operations are still fraught with risks, especially the devastating damage caused by oil and gas leaks. Yes, we all know about that. Early prevention and monitoring of oil and gas pipeline leaks is a major challenge in the daily operations of global oil companies. Pipeline leaks are a serious problem in the oil and gas industry, potentially leading to service environmental pollution, significant safety hazards, and economic losses. Comprehensive market analysis shows that oil field engineering services sectors, particularly pipeline inspection and maintenance, will see a significant trend towards digitalization and AI, as I showed you with those previous slides. As mentioned above, many oil and gas field projects worldwide face challenging geographic locations, climate and environmental conditions, posing significant challenges to the daily operations of oil field engineering service providers. And furthermore, the global oil and gas pipeline inspection and maintenance market is still largely relies on traditional ultrasonic pipeline detection tools to monitor pipeline conditions. Well, I think AI Plus is probably going to be a little bit smarter. I'm curious what the robotics portion is. If you look down to here, OMS Energy Technologies is understood to have recently been seeking AI and robotics partners around the world, aiming to provide innovative, comprehensive pipeline monitoring solutions powered by AI and robotics in various collaboration forms, thereby helping oil companies achieve more efficient and cost-effective oil and gas pipeline safety, safeguard the environment, and build a beautiful and healthy future. Well, I think the stock might be a little bit excited here because in the last month, it's up by 27%. And this is all the news that led up to here. So, according to a Wise Guy report on the oil and gas pipeline maintenance, is projected to grow to $102 billion in 2025 and $150 billion in 2035, with an estimated CAGR of 3.85%. In particular, according to DataBridge Market Research, the global pipeline monitoring system market is going to reach $18.45 billion in 2024 and is projected to reach $32.65 billion by 2032, a CAGR, or compounded annual growth rate, of 7.4%. So as AI plus robotics technology continues to evolve and applications expand, OMS Energy is revealed during its Hong Kong roadshow in July this year that is looking to potential partners to collaborate on this. This is probably going to be a very big deal. I think it's part of why the stock is a little bit excited. The scale of this market is expected to be far bigger and to exceed oil and gas pipeline inspections and maintenance market. In China alone, the market is projected to reach 10 billion by 2030, and globally, it's projected to exceed 50 billion. So they are deeply entwined with major global players. OMS Energy continues to deepen its presence in the Middle East and Asia-Specific markets. These are all areas that are very, very curious. Let's see what else they have here in the news release, because it is quite detailed. So let's try to just get the gist of it here. All right, so now we know they're going into the oil-rich areas, which are the Middle East, and over into Asia. Schlumberger, that's a big one. Halliburton, so they got Saudi Aramco. That's the company we just talked about. OMS's energy business covers both onshore and offshore oil field projects, and its clients include Saudi Aramco. Again, we just talked about them. We can see them right here. So Saudi Aramco is going to spend $30 billion with the U.S., and that is the oil company. So like they're the big dog, the world's largest oil field service provider. On top 10 global oil field service providers such as Halliburton, that's a big company. Schlumberger, that's a big company. Baker Hughes, that's another big one, as well as PTTEP, Thailand. And we got PT Celerea, that's in South Sumatra. And we got one over here. I can't pronounce all these places, so I'm not even going to try. In recent years, OMS Energy has even expanded its business into West Africa, supplying wellhead systems to Grupo Simples Oil, and that's over in Angola. Angola is a really curious place too over in Africa because there's a lot of energy and a lot of critical minerals there. As of March 31st of this year, OMS Energy has an extensive presence in the oil-rich Asian Pacific and Middle East North Africa regions, or MENA, with 11 production bases strategically located in 6 countries. They got one in Singapore, Malaysia, Brunei, Saudi Arabia, Thailand, and Indonesia. Of particular note, OMS Energy has consistently implemented a localization energy strategy, not only establishing offices and production bases in local areas, but also serving local energy companies and multinational oil field service providers by hiring local residents and professionals, as well as sourcing high-value materials locally. Currently, OMS Energy has established eligibility to participate in government tenders and contracts in the countries its business operate in. Well, that's good news. Significantly strengthening its competitive advantage and poised to continue growing its market share. Nice. Recently, OMS Energy has further deepened its expansion with the Pakistani market, which we showed you before. If we push forward, it is particularly noteworthy that this cooperation is between OMS Energy and MOL Pakistan focuses on innovation and innovative digitization of oil field engineering services. As the coordinator of the intelligent wellhead system, OMS Energy provides and integrates core system components from several major oil field service companies. And like we said, they work with all the big companies. As countries in the Asia Pacific region continue to implement their strategic policies for energy independence, the number of new oil and gas field projects is continuing to rise, such as Thailand, Indonesia, Pakistan, and Vietnam is expected to continue to increase. They're going to benefit from that. In fact, there were over 200 clients in multiple regions around the world, many of which are amongst the world's top 3 oil and gas services and engineering companies. Whoa. And then finally, new business opportunities in aging oil fields. Well, the IEA, or International Energy Agency, analyzed the production of reserves of 800 major oil fields worldwide and concluded that global production is declining at an average natural decline of 9%. Oil production is in most non-OPEC producing countries has already peaked or will peak in the next 20 years. Because the exploration of new oil and gas fields is time consuming and the initial investment costs are really high. So this is where they're able to take advantage of retrofitting or going in and adding some new improvements like the AI and robotics. So this news release is very detailed, and I will leave you a link to this company's website if you want to go find out more. So if we go to their website here, they tell us exactly what they said before. They got the SWS, which is a surface wellhead system, and they also have OCTG, which is oil country tubular goods. They have been in business for more than 52 years. They have 600 plus employees, 60 plus certificates, and they have 11 facilities operating in 6 countries worldwide. We just went through the recent news releases, and it looks like they even had another one here. So they announced their fiscal year end, and that's probably something we want to look at as well. So at the high level, we just heard about OMS Energy Technologies, and we mentioned that the company has actually done quite well today. So I'll be very curious to see what it's able to do tomorrow. And then for the audience, please just make sure to read the description because this was a sponsored video. And with that said, I thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks so much.